Hello and welcome to the Lads Talk podcast. You're joined by Sadik today, Jamie and Garis. So I wanted to go straight into it today. Ignore and get rid of all the faffy stuff. First and foremost, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I open my news app, I keep on being hit with there's going to be an icy blast across the whole of the UK, there's snow coming, minus 30 degrees and all this rubbish, yeah? Is it just me or am I the only one just getting these news updates or something? Like from Telegraph and stuff, not just some random news sites. Do you guys get this stuff?
Can't lie, yeah. I don't follow the news nowadays.
Yeah, I haven't followed it for a while.
But
for ages, actually.
No, but doesn't it pop up on your phone?
I don't check, man. I do. No, we've got the because we have iPhones. We've got the Apple one. Apple News is called, but I get a bad notification. I don't read it, man. I just leave it. I see Apple News on the app or whatever, man.
No, honestly, it's causing me a lot of trouble. My phone, every single time I go on the news app, hit with, there's a weather blast, there's an ice forecast, there's ice, everyone's going to become ice cream. Like, there's all sorts of stuff going on, right? But yeah, I just want to start off with that because we're going to be talking about things which cause us trouble today. And, before that, I'd like to thank our 40 subscribers who've subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, but you do listen to us or you're listening for the first time, make sure to subscribe. It's free. And do follow us on Spotify, leave a like and comment below what you think about the podcast. Beginning, middle, end, doesn't matter.
And also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We've started to post there as well. And share it with your friends and family as well.
We will leave the link below in the description. Anyway, let's move forward. So, troublemakers. All right. So, the reason why today's topic, I thought of troublemakers was recently, I think I mentioned this couple of podcasts back. I'm not sure, one or two. But there's been a lot of troublemakers popping up from the cracks. Okay. I think as winter is slowly leaving us and we're, spring is arriving very soon. They've stopped hibernating. And they've come out of the cracks to stir up some difficulty for people.
What animals hibernate again? I forgot.
Mammals.
No, as in
like bears,
specific.
squirrels.
Bears, okay.
There
was another one.
The thing is, in the UK, I don't think squirrels hibernate. I've seen so many squirrels.
They don't. Actually, they do. Actually, I don't know, man. I see them spring, summer, autumnish, but not really winter.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, UK squirrels are like UK people. They have to work constantly. It doesn't matter what season is. You know what I mean? Gotta be on the grind. For the acorns.
Living costs has gone up for the schools as well. They can't afford the acorns.
They can't. Acorns? Convict music. No, do you even know who Akon is? Please?
Yeah, I've heard of him, yeah. I see you want it. Sorry, you just said about the singing.
There we go. No, but so I was talking about troublemakers, right? And there's people coming out of the cracks and they've started stirring up some trouble for absolutely no reason at all, yeah? I want to talk about them a little more, dedicate the episode to these troublemakers. And if any troublemakers are listening, listen up, listen good, okay? First and foremost, okay, before I say anything more, Garis, have you ever encountered a troublemaker? And I'm not talking about, the naughty people, right? Not just regular old bad people who are just blunt or maybe they just get on your nerves. I'm talking about, the secret hiding ones, the evil ones. Those ones are the ones I'm talking about today. Do you know any troublemakers or do any troublemakers come to your mind?
Any doesn't come to my mind as of now, but 110% I've had them in my life. But I can't think of any right now. My mind is, blank, is white.
So let me ask you then, since your mind is blank white, right?
Yeah.
What do you think the purpose of a troublemaker is? What's their purpose in life?
They basically want to irritate the other person, and I don't know, for some reason that brings them joy.
Just irritate, yeah?
No, as in not life. I'm talking about when, like, the actual term, like, troublemaking it, like creating a scene. Or coming back to creating a scene, I don't know, they just want people, I don't know, they just want loads of people to see it, I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, Jamie, what about you? Do you know any troublemakers or any come to mind?
Only from school. Seeing people on the street randomly. I guess. Mostly from school, though, if I had to pick someone specific, yeah.
Yeah, always looking for something. They never can just sit still and leave people alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I mentioned from my like personally, I mentioned, oh yeah, I know a couple of people who are, you know, they're never happy for people and so on and so forth.
Well, in the
yeah.
other
But
podcast
the
you're talking
reason
about.
in a different
Yeah,
pod,
that one, yeah, I remember, yeah. Go on.
yeah, the reason why I'm talking about it is, do you know what it is? It's come to a point. For example, I'm a certain age right now. Yeah, I'm not in my teens. I'm not in early ages. I'm also not old.
You are, man. You are old, man. You are old.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. But this is a time where people of this age should be concerned with growth, right? Building themselves, and
Yeah, they should be
even
more
very
focused on, like, let me add here, like, being financially stable, like, get your life, like, path, like, have a firm foundation, basically. Start building your foundation now. Like, it's a starting
absolutely.
point now.
Yeah, like making sure that your future is sorted by working on today, right? And even recently, like for example, you know, the way I was not brought up, the way I grew up, I told myself that I should follow passion and, you know, all that stuff. And what happened is, I wasn't pragmatic about where I want to be in life, and pragmatic, like sensible and kind of logical about how I want to live life and so on. Yeah. Only recently, because of the people around me, especially one person, I've been kind of guided towards making good choices, right, and choosing things which are focused on longevity rather than short-term kind of success, short-term happiness, right?
The Dhamma needs a definition.
Listen. Any keywords you learn today, make sure you note them down in your keyword diary. All right. For long term, right? So I was saying, people my age, our age, shall I say, people who are quite old, people who are very young, what is their business doing things which harm others? Yeah. And here are things that I'm talking about when I say things that harm others. Yeah. Okay. Number one, and you know, like you guys couldn't really think of anyone. Just let me know if any of these resonate with you. Okay. Number one, harm others. Never do they do this stuff to your face, first of all. Yeah. The second thing is, they'll talk behind your back to other people. They will spread false rumors. Okay, they lie, and all either is to make themselves look good, one, or is to make you look really bad.
Man, this always happens in Asian families, man. That's what's popping up in my head. It always does. Tell me one non-Asian, I mean not non-Asian, tell me one Asian family that hasn't experienced this. Like, they definitely have, man. It happens everywhere.
I'm actually really glad that you said that, because it's I'm not sure about Jamie then, but it does happen in Asian families so much, and it's so stupid.
Every
it doesn't make sense.
100%, like 110%, man.
Yeah, and I wanted to add, not just Asian families, it's Asian workplaces. Yeah, and before I move on from this point, yeah, Jamie, do you think the same could be applied to English families or English workplaces and things like that?
Yeah. Plenty.
Yeah. So the only thing that comes to my mind is, the reason someone would do that is because, one, they lack their own competency, right? They lack any sort of foundation of their own, right? Two, it would be because they're jealous of another person who has that competency, who has that kind of advantage in life, let's just say. Yeah,
I would say lack of knowledge as well.
Lack of knowledge. And the third thing I would say is, genuinely, I feel like some people just aren't ever happy, and there's something inside them that they haven't resolved, and that's why they always look towards taking happiness away from others, so everyone looks similar or feels similar to them, right? That's the only thing that I can think of. Okay. I wanted to ask, for example, Garis, yeah, what's an instance where you know, someone's kind of started trouble for no reason? Do you want to share anything?
Definitely family, man. Family, as you know, Asian family is just everywhere, man. Whether it's your own or your auntie, anyone. There's always these things that I don't go into detail there. I'm trying to think of workplace. I definitely have, man. But I don't know what workplace, man. I'm trying to think. But it definitely has, man. Like, you're doing something right, yeah. Oh, I wish Daniel would say, man. To say, when he's ranting last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same like that. When you do something right, yeah, or you're doing something that's fine, and they come up to you and they just complain. It's what's your problem? I'm doing my work in it, and I'm doing what I'm meant to do.
It's not only that, it's Daniel said, like, we'll give him a chance to share it as well, yeah, but just a short thing of what he said, yeah, is what is it, he tidied up something in a certain way, right? He tidied it up in a certain way with no direction given, nothing, and someone went and took a picture of it and was showing it to everyone in the
Face up.
group
It's
chat. Oh,
called
look
face
at
up. Face
this.
up. Face up.
Yeah, it's like face up, meaning like making sure all the stock is visible, yeah.
You bring
And
it to the front, so you just evening
yeah,
shift people do it at the end.
that's it. So basically he did that, and then one worker was like, oh look, he done it wrong. It's like, this is one other thing, like when someone criticizes you, they can't criticize by saying, something actually constructive, like, hey, why don't you do this, why don't you do that? It's more, that sucks, this is bad, this is horrible, give up. Do you know what I mean? They never have
Also,
anything
to
good
add
to
on to
say.
that, yeah, there could be so many positives here, but they take that one negative and just overrule all the things that you've done.
Exactly. And that's why, and then it leads to other things, yeah. So that this is in the background, okay, and we can talk about what goes around and what goes on in the background as much as we like, and we could probably spend 3 hours on this, yeah. We could share many stories, but I wanted to talk about, when these people from the background finally come face to face with you. I want to talk about how do they respond when they're face to face with you, yeah. Obviously you don't have to say names or whatever, but if you guys want to share, have you ever confronted someone about something, and how did they react about it?
Only me is the recent one from work that you two know about. Other than that, I can't remember any. Or haven't been any for like ages.
But what do you notice anything about how they respond? Maybe not a story, but how do they respond when you do confront them?
I'll go with my recent example. He was instantly on the defensive side and saying I'm lying and trying to turn it around on me like I'm the bad one, or I'm the one that started it, or I'm the one that made.
They basically switched up.
Yeah. He goes from attack to defense,
Okay.
just like that. The snap of a finger. Instantly switches.
Okay. And what about, so there's one which is, you're saying that they go defensive, yeah? Garis, what would you say when you confront them about it? What happens? How do they respond?
There's nothing, but generically, like, obviously I know, and they like put it onto you, and what Jamie said, they go defensive, and yeah, it just gets messy, and it could, like, not all the time, but there are times where it can get messy,
For me, the way that they always respond, I say always, it's one, they do get defensive, two, they try to flip it around on me, yeah, or the third one, they become super quiet or super peaceful or super apologetic, that, oh my god, no, it's not like that, it's like this. I find the third one, this fake peace, this fake niceness, that's the worst of the worst, yeah. And it's happened plenty of times, yeah. And I just think you have a lot of bark behind the scenes, but in front, when you're confronted about it, suddenly you become like a little mouse, yeah. You become so quiet. And one example of this is, I had so many encounters with and it feels and sounds bad to say, but I had so many bad encounters with homeless people, especially when I was using the train or bus to go to university, yeah. This is between 2013 or 14 and 2018, yeah. So like couple of years back, five plus years back. But whenever I used to encounter a homeless person, I swear, oh my goodness, like it's not the same. It's not that they're talking behind your back, it's they have ill intentions, right? And I'm not overgeneralizing, I'm not saying all of them, yeah. But one thing I noticed is when they come and ask you for money, yeah, if you direct them and say, hey, okay, why don't I buy you some food, right? Or why don't I get you a hot drink or something like that? Suddenly they become really apprehensive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, Jamie? We were talking about this earlier.
I had this here when I went to church, man. I'll tell you the story after we finish it off, man.
No, go for it. What's the story?
Literally what you said. So with me, yeah. So I learned from someone, instead of giving money, and I had my own encounters as well, it's better to give food or drinks instead. because I don't know if I'm being sounding rude or what, but some people fake it and stuff. So
Yep.
in a way, I don't want to get scammed money wise. So I give food and drink because it's like, how do I say it? Either way, it's gonna help them, innit?
Yeah, that's what they actually need in that
Yeah.
moment.
So with that incident, yeah.
So you've had a couple like these. Last
Oh
times
yeah,
you've
that
had
was ages ago.
food
That
and
was
drink.
the one I haven't told you, but the one I was talking about was some young guy, man. I was in college time. Yeah, I felt bad, didn't it? Because I've got such good intention and heart in it. I gave him £2, and he's like, "Oh, do you have more pound?" And I gave it. And after I was there like, "Why? He's just a
Why?
normal guy, man." Yeah, literally like younger than me. I was like, "Why did I do that?" And yeah, I think that's yeah. So yeah. So normally, so what I do for I've done it for years now. For the past 3 years, let's say 2 years. I don't know. So yeah, I just give them food or drink or ask them. So this one time, I went up to ask, and no, another guy. Oh yeah, asked for coffee. Was not fine because it's cold. Yeah, January. Yeah. And then this other guy, there's another person, and he goes like, oh, "I really need money. This that. Oh, I really need money. I need places to stay." I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't give that. I don't have any." I mean, either way, I actually didn't have cash in it, but I was like, "I can get you something else." He's like, "No, I really need it." He was like, "No, I don't want that." And then I was like, "Okay." And as soon as I turned away, he's like, "Okay, okay, 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 give you a hot drink in it." And then I was just still like, oh, yeah, I just got one.
Yeah, thanks to
Fair
you.
enough. What about you, Jamie? Have you ever encountered?
Where is it? I've been many a time tooting. I've been tooting, and there's people all up and down the high street, sitting right outside buildings on the floor, kneeling there with either plastic cups or like hats or something like that. They're kneeling on the floor, like staring at you, like, "Oh, please, 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 can I have this? Can I have that?" And I never have cash. I always have cards on me. I can't remember if I've had one time. This is why I think I've had one time ages ago where someone like got right in my face and sort of scared me. I was more younger, so I'm always more thinking in case they're gonna jump up and start grabbing me up and shit. So I just blank them basically. My granddad, oh, he stares at him like he's pissed because unless he's probably had experiences
Hoi, hoi.
in his life ages ago, and they've all mugged him off. So he just walks past him and like stares at him with the most dirtiest faces. It's funny but not nice at the same time because some of them must be nice. Not all of them are, like one of you two said. Not all of them are horrible, but he gives them the dirtiest looks. And sometimes I can't help but laugh.
My
I
God.
like turn away. But if I did have a couple, if I had change of stuff on me, I would give it. But now recently, when I go out or something too, mostly, I never have cash. Always have cards on me.
Yeah, have they ever, speaking of that, do they ever say, "Oh, could you get me some out of the machine?"
I've never had that. No, I've had people on the train. I don't know if it's when we've went down Garis, me and Daniel, or we've met up with you, and there's people on like, "Oh, have you any of you got change?" Oh, yes, this one time. I don't know if he was there, Garis. We was on the train and the
Yeah.
guy's there. I think we was just getting off, or we was pulling up to our stop, and the guy's
Yeah.
standing, walking up and down the train. And not anyone got change, anyone got change, and then no one was answering. He's like, "Oh, you just all ignore me, then you lot," or something like that. And then he got off.
No, but
Right,
this is so
vexed.
normal in thingy, literally central London, man. Because was it last year I went to work a lot in it, the agency job, and every time I go, there's this people walking around asking. The whole tube, man. They walked on the whole tube and they just go to different lines and all of that. And then on the Elizabeth line last year as well, there was this new trending. I don't wish it too bad. This new type of homeless, but I don't know if it's like fake or not. Basically, they have.
Trending
I've
homeless.
never seen it in my life until last year. So like literally them tempo packets tissue, like just one, the rectangular. They have that.
Oh yes,
That
and they come and put it
they
next
put the
to you,
card,
and then if you take
yeah,
it,
and then
yeah.
they've got cards, yeah, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, my family, my daughter, we have a place to stay. Can you give us money?"
Yeah.
That happened first time. Then it happened the week after, 2 weeks after. Always going to work. It was in central London, and it happened again. And I'm there thinking like, what is this new thing? And after I was deeping, yeah, so you have the money to like print out the card. It's fresh as well. Like not to be rude, yeah, but the person they look fine in it, like look wise, but I shouldn't judge like that. But yeah, and also like they're printing out things. That's obviously gonna cost money, so you got money for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then they come back and then they take it away, and then sometimes they're asking it, and then, "Oh, do you have some?"
Yeah.
Yeah, so if people are homeless on the trains, yeah, they must have had money to get on the train, or am I just being dumb and I need something to eat?
No.
They need to get on the train.
Or some of them, the barriers are opened.
Oh, really?
Isn't it, Sadik? That's what I think as well.
Yeah, because they either need to
some
buy
of
a
them push
ticket or
through
they
the
need a
barriers
thing
or
to
jump up.
scan to go down to the platform.
No, basically, so some stations they don't have the TFL people. So what they do is they jump it.
They just jump it and no one cares.
Have you heard of it's jumping, isn't it, Sadik?
There's no phrase. You just literally
they
just
jump it or they
over,
push open the barrier.
And no one's there.
For it, yeah.
Like some places. I think my one near
so that's
me,
what
there's
they
no
do
one there. You can just jump over, I think, and no one will care.
But the thing with underground is you can change
And
to different lines and you don't need to like exit the station. So that's
Station.
them to,
Oh, yeah, just keep going like random bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're very sophisticated about it. Like, I'll tell you two examples. Yeah, one is on the tube. You guys 100% encountered this. They come and they go to each carriage and they go, "Hi."
Yeah, they
so
shout out a big like
yeah
phrase or something. It makes sense like, "Hello, everyone."
Mini speech and then the next one. They keep going on.
If no one gives it.
The thing is because of how they look and how they, I don't mean it in a bad way, but how they smell. Like, I actually can believe that they're probably really homeless. But I just think, I don't know. There's something that about me that questions it always, and you know what it is? I think in this country especially, we don't have a acceptance that there's people who are homeless, because you know, like when we think homeless, we're like, oh, okay, someone who's in a less fortunate country, right? Like an Asian or an African country, and so on and so forth. We don't think about our own people in poverty, why they would be homeless, and so on and so forth. It doesn't make much sense, you know what I mean? And that's why we don't have trust. But at the same time, honestly, the amount of times I don't feel like I have been scammed here by these homeless people. It's unbelievable. Like I was mentioning before, when I was at uni, there was this one guy, same guy. He came up to me, and I was so naive back then. I'm still a bit naive now, but if you come up to me now and ask me for money, you're getting something else. You're not gonna get money, right?
I give them food, man. I would. You give them food.
Already. Yeah. After what you've told me, Garis, I'm never giving money ever.
Yeah.
Never have, never will. You never know.
No, listen. He comes to me with a travel card, yeah, like a train card, right? Single return ticket to Oxford, which he must have dug up from some bin or something, right? He goes, "Oh mate, look, honestly, what's it called? I've just come from Oxford. I just need £3, yeah, to buy my ticket. I don't have my wallet on me. I just need £3." Back then, obviously, I never encountered a homeless person, nothing like that, no social skills. I was like, all right, £3 minor, yeah. Do you know what happened? No, I gave him £3. I was like, oh. And then I see him. He doesn't go nowhere near the station. He just walks about. I'm like, huh? You needed £3, bro. What's going on? Like, why? You're not going to the station. You're going somewhere else. So that's the first encounter, yeah. The second day he came, and I couldn't tell if it was him or not, but I was wearing different clothes. He came up to me. He goes, "Oh mate, yeah, sorry man, I'm homeless, and I have nothing to eat. Could you just give me £2 or something like that, yeah?" So then afterwards I was like, I don't think I have £2. And then what happened? I was looking at his face. I was like, "You look so familiar, man. Are you that same guy? Are you the Bolton guy? You need to go. Oh, sorry, Oxford guy. You need to go back to Oxford, yeah." Thinking this guy's probably pretty smart if he's studying at Oxford, and he's scamming me out of £2 or £3. But he what's it called? I opened my wallet, yeah, and this is, by the way, be super vigilant. But I was lucky,
mean?
Basically. He's not. Like, be on
Cautious.
guard, like be alert.
Be alert.
That I opened my wallet and there was a £20 note in there, yeah. And I did have £2 cash exact. And as I'm going in for the £2, do you know what he says to me? He points with his finger in my wallet, yeah, like nearly touching, and he goes, "Oh, you have a £20 as well." And I was like, "Yeah, I have £20, but you need £2." And
tell him back.
I was getting vexed. I was like, "Excuse me, my guy, yeah, I don't have a job. What do you mean I got £20? That's not your £20. That's my bloody £20. I'm gonna be homeless otherwise." No, but he points he points inside the wallet. He goes, "You got £20."
Do that, man.
I was thinking, yo, this guy, nah, man, this is something dodgy. So obviously, proper introverted I was. So I was like, you know what? You take £2. I went and I held that in my brain. I was super mad at this guy. Yeah. Guess what?
Another mental
Hat-trick hero. Yeah. Next week, I come back from the station. He this time I had to come from not station. I was using the bus, so I had to walk from such a long way. And the thing is, I hate walking as well, yeah, because my legs ache. I walked back, and along the way, I stopped in town to get a second bus, right? And this guy has the audacity, comes up to me and he goes, "Oh, excuse me, I'm homeless. Could you help me?" And I walk away and he follows me. Yeah, he's coming behind me. I look at him and I go, "What do you want?" And he goes, I'm homeless, man." I said, insert swear word. I said, get lost, basically, yeah? Like, get lost. He goes, oh, why are you getting so aggressive? I'm homeless. I go, were you homeless last week? I thought you live in Oxford. What are you doing here?
Oh, same guy again.
It's the same guy. God, I thought you live in Oxford. What the hell are you doing here? And then after he just looks at me and goes, oh yeah, allow it, man, and whatever. And he just walks away. And I was thinking, obviously, in the moment,
little scumbag.
I was and I'm telling you, this guy, like, he seemed a bit rough as well, but he didn't. He just kind of left it. I think rather than draw attention to himself, he just left it. But I walked away, and then whenever I see him, he's still there. In the town centre, he's still circling around even now.
Wow,
and I just said, you know what, fourth time, if he comes, if he comes fourth time, I'm gonna have to punch him. That's it. If he comes fifth time, I'm gonna have to do something. Do you know what I mean? I might carry around water pistols or something. This guy, he's so irritating. He just honestly, he just, some people spray dogs when they
do that to him.
I don't know. Wait, what? That's a thing.
That's the thing. It's not good. It's not nice. But some people spray dogs. But like, just spray him. Like, go away. Go back to Oxford. You know what I mean? But do you understand? Like, obviously, I sound bad. But the guy's not homeless. That's the fact of the matter here. He's not homeless. Blatantly, he's taking the money. He's probably buying some sort of intoxicant.
Most people
to get high or something. There's no way that guy. Yeah, there's no way that guy's homeless. It's just a fact, right? Otherwise he wouldn't be. There's other homeless people. They got, they're sleeping in the camp. What do they call it? The sleeping bags. They got tents out and stuff. I believe them that they're probably homeless. And then you rock up to those people. I've not done it, but you rock up to those people with like a baguette or a warm drink or something. They'll take it off you happily and they'll be like, oh, thank you, God bless you, whatever. And then you move on. This guy, I'm telling you, I could have bought him the whole menu off of Starbucks. The guy would still be telling me he's coming from Bolton and Oxford and Japan.
Bolton, Oxford,
like this, honestly, this guy, man, is so. From that day onwards, I was just like, I can't believe it. There was this one. There's this suited guy. Guy comes up to me. He goes at the train station, yeah. And these are always train stations. There's something wrong with this train station, yeah. This suited guy comes up to me and goes, oh, excuse me, mate. Listen, I've locked my car door's locked and I've left my keys. I live all the way in Middlesbrough or something. I was like, Middlesbrough? You're coming here and your car's locked here. I go, listen, sir, yeah. I might look like I was born yesterday, but I'm not. So respectfully, there's a card machine over there. Do what you need to do, but I can't get you out any money, yeah? And he looked at me and he goes, oh, a cheeky little insert swear word, yeah? I was like, first of all, yeah, you're suited and booted. What do you need? 20? And he wanted £20. £20 off me, yeah? So I was there. I was waiting. Yeah, I was waiting there to get picked up from the station that day, yeah? Do you know what I see? Someone else actually gave him the money. Do you know what he did? He walks into there's like a side shop there, yeah? He walks out with a can, like a packet of like beers or something. Wow. From the shop. That's what he did with the money. I was like, yo, this guy, I can't believe it. Like, you have no class about you and you have no like honor, not
guilt,
honor, like
no guilt, no shame, no nothing.
So embarrassing, man, honestly. That's what I mean. It's so embarrassing. And I just looked at him, I thought, this guy 100% probably acts like a big shot in front of people as well.
Whatever they want, like you said,
No, but that guy was addicted to no drugs. He was buying alcohol from a shop. Like, I was just thinking, whoa, absolute weird character that guy is. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. When I was, when I was mentioning the like some people use water pistols on their dog or whatever, yeah, which they shouldn't do. I just want to clarify something, yeah. And I think this is it's better to say it out loud here, so whoever hears, they learn something, right? Asian people, especially Muslim people, dogs, right? Everyone thinks, and I'm only saying this because I went to the shops today and there was a dog, like the tiniest little dog, looks like a rat, yeah?
Easy.
This tiny dog is like walking towards me and I just moved away, like onto the road and just walked around the car and carried on, okay? I'm not scared of that dog, okay? I just want to highlight this, and Muslims are so worried and concerned to say this, yeah, because it's, I don't know, like, it's so embarrassing to say. I think people are embarrassed to say. I'm not embarrassed to say. I can say it, but I'm just saying. I need to clarify this. Yeah, I'm not scared of the dog. I just, in our religion, the saliva of a dog is impure. Like if it is haram, if it touches your skin, if it touches your clothes, you have to like wash it, and it's a long day. You just can't be bothered for it. Okay, so when I'm crossing the road from your dog that looks like a cartoon character, just like been, drawn into real life, I'm not scared of it. If you come across with a pit bull, I'm scared of it. Okay, but if your dog looks like, if your dog looks like a squirrel, took steroids, I'm not scared. I just don't want the saliva to accidentally touch my clothes and I have to go home, which maybe I've had a fresh shower or something. I don't want to go wash my clothes again. That's all it is, okay? So that's all it is, okay? I just needed to mention that for anyone who's struggling to explain that, yeah? Here, just use this clip. We'll make this into a show, okay? Muslims cannot touch dog saliva because it is impure. That is why we walk away from situations where there's dogs, because we can't have it on our clothes or skin, or we're gonna have to have a shower. Okay, we're gonna have to clean it off rather. Okay, so don't worry, we're not scared of the dog. We don't hate dogs. Yeah, we don't hate dogs. We just can't have the saliva on us. That's it. Okay, I just want to make that clear. And so it sounds so off topic, but it just came to my head now. Yeah. All right. So for the last topic. Before we go today, obviously it's February now, beginning of February. We're gonna, before we know, it's gonna be March, April, May, and summer's gonna be here. So as we walk into spring slowly, I wanted to ask Jamie, what is your first of all, what is your favorite weather and or favorite season?
The winter.
How comes?
In the summer, for me, it's too hot no matter where I am, inside, outside. I can never cool down like that easily compared to being in the winter. It's cold anyway, so you're obviously going to be cold, but then you can warm up. You just wrap up, have all your layers on, and shut the windows. And and it's just, again, intertwined into the whole Christmas season. So both of them put together, I love it even more. I wouldn't call... No, rain's not season, what am I saying? I like the rain.
It's a weather. No, he said what weather.
The weather and stuff. Yeah. Rain as well. For like sleeping, I guess. That's what I like when I'm sleeping. I put on these rain and thunder and cloud and whatever videos while I'm sleeping. I'll just put the phone next to me. Have the screen facing down so I can't see it, but I turn the volume up loud enough where I can hear it, and it somehow helps me go to sleep. And then I've always thought about when it's actually like chucking it down, going out for a walk in the rain with, again, minimum clothing, but not enough where you're gonna it looks really silly. You're gonna get told off. Like from playing games and watching movies, people are walking in the rain, either at night, especially at night. It's even better somehow, or even just during the day. But it's like chucking it down. It just seems like fun. Like normally you're like, oh shit, you got to put your coat on, put your hood up, get your umbrella on, and you're like almost running or jogging, trying to be, get out of the rain as quick as possible. But I love it. I take my time. I walk like even slower, if anything. Just something about walking in the rain I like, and I'd want to go walk in the rain again in like minimum clothing, like t-shirt and shorts, and like flip-flops or sandals, so that everywhere can get wet.
What?
Either at night or during...
What, don't you feel ill though? Don't you feel ill?
No, I haven't done it. I would want to do it. I don't know why. Weird thing. I want to go walking in the rain with barely any clothes on. Yeah, I probably would get ill, but it would be worth it for some reason. Weird brain I got up here, man. Very weird brain I got. Weird thought process.
Speaking about what Jamie said, like I don't know if you can Sadik, about him falling asleep in the rain. I know so many people. You just listens to rain, just for like continuous on YouTube and the videos and fall asleep, and I'm just like, how?
If I could have it in...
No, because it's so relaxing.
Something about the rain, and the sounds, and then the thunder now and again.
Unfortunately, I'm probably...
Well, like what we did when we was at your city. Daniel was asleep on the couch.
With the fire...
Same as that, even with the fireplace.
That's not falling asleep to it.
Yeah, well, both, either way. Like, you have it there, and then if you just fall asleep, you fall asleep. Something about that instead.
Like
I don't know.
in Bangladesh, when I was much younger, I was there. and the place I was staying, they had like a tin roof, right?
Oh,
Like made
even
of tin.
better, yeah.
And when the rain falls
Yeah.
heavy, yeah,
That
oh, it's such a beautiful
exactly
sight. It's like
Oh my god, really?
you got some rain ASMR.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
That's not even rain, man.
no, on the tin roof, it's like it makes a clanging sound. It's amazing.
Oh, okay.
And then, couple that with some lightning and thunder. Oh, bellissimo.
Especially when you see it out
It's
the window,
so
it
nice.
flashes through the windows. Yeah.
Oh, the saddest part is there's no glass windows in Bangladesh. Well, in the place I was staying in Bangladesh, so it's literally fresh rain, and the smell of rain, the nice
There's no
smell
windows?
comes in. Through, they don't have glass windows. They have wooden ones.
Oh, so you-
In the place, because if they had glass,
Wooden
then you'd keep
windows?
the heat
What?
inside, and obviously, yeah, wooden, like
Huh?
like
yeah, it's
in
wooden.
Texas.
Yeah, you just open them outside.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how to explain it.
You just open a wooden. It's like a big wooden square,
You just
and
push
you
it.
just open
Just
it up.
open it with like
Yeah,
a
you
latch
just
or
push it.
something.
Yeah, and there's also bars.
Yeah, and there's
I
bars
need
as
to
well.
look this
Like
up.
you
What the
can't
fuck?
have.
Yeah, like
Yeah, because you can't have. Yeah, have a look now if you can.
How do I
You
do
can't
that?
have glass because what happens is. Oh wait, we'll look at it after this. But you can't have glass because it will keep the heat inside, and it's Bangladesh, so it's like 40-degree, 42-degree heat. You can't be having that. You know what I mean? Even in winter, I swear, I'm not sure if I'm wrong, but it's like 20 degrees. That's
it's
our
like
summer.
down Asian countries,
Yeah.
it is.
Do you know what I mean? So that's why you can't have glass windows. They have these wooden planks. But point being, the rain sounds amazing.
where?
It's just
From where?
it's such a soothing, calming sound.
Yeah.
Bangladesh.
But with me, yeah, when it like I've only been to I'm from Sri Lanka now. I've only been to Sri Lanka once. I don't know if it's like this or it's just my experience. But when it rains here, when I was there, it like fully pours. Whether it's the whole day or just for like a little like time
Yeah.
period, it fully pours and then it stops. Or it's just the whole day. It's not like in the UK, like where it's light, mid, heavy cats and dogs, and a proper heavy.
Do you know what Jamie said earlier about going out with the t-shirt and minimal clothing to enjoy the rain, right? So in Islam, yeah, we have we believe there's two types of rain, okay? So there's one which is rain of rahma. Rahma means like mercy, yeah. So you know the pitter patter, the light, fresh kind of gentle rainfall that you have, yeah. That's called rain of mercy. And then you know the second one, from the name, I'm sure you can have a guess of what kind of rain it is. It's called the rain of it's called rain of I don't know the Arabic actually. It's rain of like punishment.
Oh.
And I think you can imagine what kind of
Yeah.
rain that is. But you know the rain of rahmah, you're actually meant to, what Jamie said, like you
meant to
go
go
and
out in
enjoy
it.
it, the rain falling on your skin. You're meant to feel it.
I need to
Yeah,
do
you're
that.
actually meant to. That's like, it's good for you. You're meant to. And then you say like, you make a prayer, you say, oh God, make it a beneficial rain. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's quite rain, these natural kind of occurrences, like normal stuff that we go through, is meant to be enjoyed. And even like Jamie, you naturally wanted to enjoy that. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure the heavy rain, you don't want to go in.
No, that's the thing. Yeah,
you wanna
like
go
really
out
bad.
in heavy
yeah,
rain?
like chucking it down, like I said, like hailing it down. Terrible rain.
What, you want to go stand in that?
Yeah,
What?
terrible
You've gone-
rain. Yeah,
You've gone.
that's what I said.
You've gone
Mental,
off the
I'm
rail.
weird, man. Like the worst torrential rain ever. Just
You know what he's
walking
done?
in.
He's flew out of his window, man.
No, it's not that. It's, you know, the sound on the window or the
Yeah.
roof, that calming sound. You want to feel the
That's
sound.
nice.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I can understand from the
I've never
Bangladeshi
had
rain.
that
You know the
feeling,
tin
man.
roof.
I've never had that feeling.
You know,
You know the rain on the tin roof, that makes me want to feel the rain as well. I get where Jamie's coming from actually.
I can't relate. I
Um,
can't relate.
But yeah, no. Seasons are meant to be enjoyed. I know Jamie said
On the
winter
metal
and
roof, here you go.
kind of
Oh
weathery.
yeah. What's
weathery
your
rain.
favorite season? Sorry to interrupt.
My one.
Yeah.
My favorite season is between spring and summer,
Yeah.
or summer and autumn. Okay, but the season doesn't make sense for me to say because it's more the description of what the weather and climate is like. Yeah, I like sunny day, clear blue sky, warm atmosphere, but cold breezes regularly. Cold,
It's a nice
yeah.
cool breeze.
Like, you know, you can sit in a park. Yeah, you can look at the sky, you can look, reevaluate life, and then randomly, it's like really warm and toasty in your skin. Suddenly, a nice breeze comes.
Yeah.
That's the
think too-
perfect weather for me. Yeah, and I think summer, spring would be the best place to kind of feel that England is rubbish anyway, because the weather here is so rubbish. Yeah,
It doesn't even correspond to these seasons.
it doesn't, man. Like summer, I remember there was one month, it was February.
It was 2016 was the whole summer holiday. Yeah, it was raining. I think it was 2016.
Yeah, honestly,
Were you
the
gonna say
weather,
that?
the seasons are so bad. No, I was gonna say something else.
Go on.
There was this one month of February. There was a wedding I was at, and the wedding they had snow in the same day. Yeah, snow falling, rain, fully sunny and
Snow?
warm, and then
What?
just windy. I was like, there's like 7 seasons happening in one day. Okay, I know I've only mentioned 4, but there's like 7 seasons in that one day. I was just thinking, you know, maybe the couple who are getting married, maybe they wanted to have like experience their wedding in different seasons. So you know,
So they had it all in
them
one go.
have it all in one day.
Except
Yeah, go on, Garis. Let's not leave you out. What's your favorite season?
It's between like winter and summer, or like let's say the sunny season, spring, summer. But I would probably go towards spring and summer because can't lie, like right now, like and especially like the winter season and the autumn season, not autumn, winter season when it's more colder. There's nothing. I want to go out and do something with my friends and family and all that, but I'm just stuck at home because it's really cold. Like outdoor, yeah.
yeah. See, now I hate the winter for the cold.
But yeah, but I can't handle the heat, man. Like, I can't handle the heat. I can't sleep. I can't stay indoors. But then I'm there, like, imagine I was born in Sri Lanka and I was there, man. I'll be finished. But the thing there is, it's weird. When I went there, I managed it. It was weird though. I don't
Well,
know.
it's
It's just
hot
the
constantly
UK
there, isn't
heat
it?
is different, man.
Something else.
Jamie, how are you with the sun? Like the sun
That's
beaming
why I
down
don't.
on you.
Yeah, I get too hot quick and then start getting grouchy and moany, and no one wants to be around me. Oh, shut up! Quit moaning. Just come inside then. So I don't like. I'm in the shade.
Do
I'm
you
like a
get
vampire.
sunburn?
No, the sunburn ain't the problem. Just being too hot and I start getting grouchy and moany and really moody. So I'm always in the shade. That's why I'm pale.
In the future, yeah, I'm
Barely
gonna
in the
have an AC in my house, man, because I can't manage it, man.
Do you know what I just realized? Yeah, we're talking about weather, and the first ever podcast that we did back in early December. Jamie, one of the first thing I was asking Jamie, like, how should we prepare for the winter or something?
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
giving advice for what to wear. That takes us back. But
Oh yeah, the reason why staying on this topic here, the reason why we get so hot in the summer or in the UK is because it's the way the houses are built, isn't it?
yeah, it
Yeah,
traps the
because
heat
we
inside.
have is it
That as well,
insulation or
yeah.
what is it? I forgot
Yeah,
the thing.
insulation.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
have
that.
that so much in the house because of the winter to keep the heat in, but then
Yeah.
when it comes to the summer, they haven't really thought about how it would affect us in the summer, innit, which
Yeah,
is why.
it's mostly cold. It's mostly
Yeah.
cold all the time. It's barely hot that often, so you haven't prepared for it all.
Yeah, so when it comes to summer, you're finished.
Evolved the houses for
But
heat.
yeah,
When summer approaches, we'll talk about it a bit more, about how to deal with the heat and stuff like that. But that's why American houses are mostly made of wood, innit?
why?
Because it doesn't trap heat. It's like
Oh, so
built
there's
to
escape
it kind of
there's
yeah.
escape for there's something.
Yeah, that's it. So, come rain or shine, or the snow below, whichever the weather or whichever season may hit us, I hope that the listeners have still subscribed and have left a comment down below and have liked this video.
Oh yeah, comment down below what's your favorite season.
Yeah, make sure you do that. And I wanted to ask one final question before we do the quote of the week, okay? So the question is, Garis, if you could give advice to one troublemaker, what would it be?
I actually don't know, man. What advice can I give?
Depends what the reason is why they're being like that. If it's something like deep.
My advice for a troublemaker would be, perhaps there is trouble inside you, which is why you make trouble for others.
Yeah, we need to make that into a short, man. That's a good quote.
Maybe there's trouble.
No. Okay, fine. Jamie's question now, yeah? I've done my one. I skipped ahead, okay? So, Jamie, your question. If you could give advice to that guy who is apparently from Oxford, what would it be?
Go and do something you can go and do something better. Say you can go and volunteer at like a soup kitchen or something. You do something worthy and help other people, and that'll make you feel good about yourself, helping other people. And then in return, karma may come back and strike you, and you get a good favor in return for helping out other people. So do a good thing, and you'd get a good thing back.
Yeah, you do good to people, come back to you more.
Do good to get good.
Yeah.
That's nice advice. By the way, yeah, I forgot to mention. You know the guy. Not only that, he learned how to say Assalamu alaikum with proper like pronunciation, yeah. And he pretends he's Muslim. He's like, oh yeah, Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Did he say that proper?
No, I'll make so much dua for you. And so I was like, huh? Hold on. And then I didn't do it at the time, but if he did that now, I'd say, can you say the kalima, please? Kalima is like declaration of faith.
Yeah.
If he doesn't know it, I'm gonna be like, excuse me, you can Assalamu alaikum over there, please. Thank you very much. Garis, your question is, if you could give advice to the rain in Spain, which falls mainly on the plain, what would the advice be?
To what rain? What? I didn't get the question.
If you could give advice to the rain in Spain, which falls mainly on the plain, what would the advice be?
To basically to the person that's the troublemaker's annoying.
If you could give advice to the rain in Spain, which falls mainly on the plain, what would the advice be?
What do you... Man, give me a serious question.
I thought it was Garis. Okay.
I thought you were indirectly saying something, go on.
If you could pick a season which would last all year round, what would the season be?
Spring, man. Because, like I said, I like, I'm between 50-50 between summer and winter, but the reason why I don't like summer as much, because in the UK, I can't really cope with the heat. So spring's like in the middle, there's nice, like what you said, Sadik, it's nice, like sun, heat, at the same time, there's a little cool breeze, it's not too cold. So at the same time, you go and do the things that you do in summer, enjoy outside or outdoor activities. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, quote of the week this week. So sticking to the theme of troublemakers, the quote of the week, which is a quote I've used a lot, is don't argue with stupid people. They will bring you down to their level and then beat you with experience.
Boy, you gave that quote to me. I mean that phrase to me, man.
I did. It's such a good quote. I love that quote a lot. Okay, so basically, there's another quote, but I'll save it for another day. But yeah, it just means don't argue with people who are not worth your time.
Basically,
because
don't waste
they will make you focus on the wrong things. Yep. Yeah, they will make you focus on the wrong things, and then
basically just
focus on yourself. It will seem like they won the argument when they didn't even have a point. But anyway, yeah, that's it for us today. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please share this podcast with your friends and family. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe, and please do follow our Instagram and TikTok. Links will be down in the description below. But until then, we hope you enjoy the weather. We hope you enjoy your day. We hope you enjoyed. And until next time, see everyone later.
Peace out.
Hasta la vista, baby.